Hello everyone, welcome to this session. We have 4 speakers for 30 minutes right before lunchtime. And I'm first one. My name is Dong-Gyun, and I'm developing SDK in Samsung Research. Throughout this session, we will talk about Tizen SDK related topics and best practices using this SDK. Tizen SDK is an all-in-one software toolkit for developing Tizen applications and services. Samsung provides 3 types of IDE plugins on users' development purposes. They are Tizen Studio, Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Tools for Tizen, Visual Studio Code extension for Tizen. We can call them TS, VS, and VS Code. Each IDE supports various app models and device types. Traditionally, Tizen has been supporting 30 app types: native, web, and .NET. Recently, various app model and UI frameworks are being used to develop apps, and Tizen is also continuously expanding to support them. To accommodate more device types, a set of profiles has been defined to make it easier to develop apps for specific purposes. Currently, we support 5 profile types, which are mobile, wearable, TV, IoT, and robot. SDK tools consist of libraries and development tools. To briefly introduce major tools, Package Manager is responsible for tool installation and updates. For test and debugging, Emulator Manager and Device Manager manages emulators, simulators, on-devices, and remote devices via SDP connection. Profiling tools are used for app performance monitoring, such as CPU statistics, memory uses, and improvement. Besides this, Tizen SDK provides optimal tools necessary for whole steps of app development. I'd like to share several upcoming SDK key features based on customer requirement domain one by one. The first topic is IDE enhancement on VS and VS Code to have lightweight and uniform development experiences. We are integrating most of IDE features to VS Code and enhancing. One of them is supporting Tizen native, web, and hybrid apps. In the above example, the hybrid app type is for different apps, for example, web and .NET apps, to be packaged together to create more powerful application. We can also embed and extend plugins easily to support new app types, such as Rust and Flutter. The second topic is device type. With the diversification of devices, we've noticed that profile reorganization is needed for consistent and productive app development. Based on the approach, we have unified separate profiles into a single Tizen profile based on common modules. Existing profiles are still comparable and usable with previous platform version. And we have added configurable SDK features which allow users to customize the profile they need. As a 64-bit platform is planned on Tizen products, toolchain and related libraries are added to support new target architectures on SDK tools. In addition, multi-architecture app development process is added to the CLI to support this app layout. The third topic is host machine support expansion. Regarding emulator acceleration, while KVM is used on Linux, there are 2 hardware virtualization technologies available on Windows. The first one is Intel Hardware Accelerated Execution Manager. Hexum, it is already supported, but users need to install the Hexum driver, which Intel provides. The second one is Microsoft Hyper-V and Windows Hypervisor Platform, WHPX. Now this option is added to Tizen Kemu and emulator, which expands the host environment to the AMD processor, Hyper-V, and Docker environment as well, without additional any driver installation. The first topic is performance monitor enhancement. Tizen SDK provides co-profiler and heap track as .NET profiler for generating tracing data and analyzing the results, each for CPU and memory. Recently, we've received a report about usability overhead issue that it takes too long to start profiling. Now, we've been optimizing the tracing logic and providing some parameters such as object size limit, sampling interval option to improve tools performance. And then .NET Core diagnostics are newly integrated into IDE to provide better usability, which includes .NET GCDump, heap analysis tool, .NET Trace, performance analysis utility, .NET Dump, dump collection and analysis utility, visualized tools such as Pulp View, Speed Scope, and Session Explorer like this. Okay, we are developing and testing IDE components and SDK tools on Windows, Ubuntu, and macOS to prepare annual release. Of course, for this year as well, we are preparing new release, including all the features developed so far. Tizen platform and SDK wants to provide unified Tizen app dev environments by several related works in the long run. First one is 2D, 3D combined graphic APIs. You can develop 3D user interfaces such as avatar and home view through the Tizen SDK, which will be released in the future. NUI, a common UI framework of Tizen, provides a lightweight 3D rendering engine as well as UI toolkit for building rich applications. UI code generation from Figma tool design. We are making various efforts to increase the productivity of Tizen app development. Recently, many technologies that create code from design have been introduced. NUI also provides the plugin to generate UI codes from Figma design tool. In addition, hand loading technology is combined with the design tool so that designers can check the results in real time on the connected target devices when the design is changed in Figma. Also, efforts to automate the UI tests are steadily being made to improve product quality. Previously, we focused on automatically running the written test case, but UI Analyzer tool will provide the ability to minimize the necessary efforts to create the test case. The UI Analyzer generates a test case by recording the user's input. In addition, various validation methods, such as comparing the UI object value or comparing with the expected result image, can be easily set through the GUI. Okay, this is all about Tizen SDK introduction and future plan. I'd like to highlight again that Tizen SDK supports all of the steps of app development process, from project creation, computation, and coding, compiling, linking libraries, packaging, signing, installing, testing, debugging, and profiling as well. For the Flutter Tizen, I'd like to introduce the next speaker, Tizen platform and Flutter expert, Mr. Kim. Thank you.
Now I'm going to talk about Flutter Tizen open source. Over the past year, we've been making a lot of effort to maintain Flutter Tizen with the latest engines and plugins. We are currently providing the 3.13 version. It's the latest Flutter engine. And plugins also continuously gets updated to the latest version. In addition to that, we added a number of new features. First, I'll briefly introduce a newly updated or added features. After that, I would like to invite the company that is actually developing an app through Flutter Tizen SDK, and let's listen to the story together. First, let me tell you about the web view. Until last year, web view was provided based on a self-developed web engine called Lightweight Web Engine. However, this has been changed to use the current Chromium-based web engine. So the compatibility with the web view with the existing mobile has been further increased. So now, we provide two web views with two web engines. You can choose and use either web view according to your situation. Lightweight web view can be used for lightweight tasks, and Chromium-based web view can be used if you require full features. Next, I'll talk about the Firebase. Now, Flutter Tizen app developers can use Firebase services on Tizen TV. Firebase service is a powerful tool used by many Flutter developers, and it helps developing apps easily and quickly. And this allows the device to distribute app logic with a lot of CPU to the cloud, store the user's content to the server, and quickly develop app scenarios that take advantage of data, which synchronizes on all devices in real time. Flutter Tizen provides 3 plugins that enables this function. These are Cloud Function, Cloud Storage, and Real-Time Database. This can improve the development time and performance of the apps and improve the user experiences. This year, we upgraded some plugins as well. First, we officially support stream players that support DRM content, which allowed third-party developers to create their own players. And additionally, one of 2 native players in the platform can be selected and used to support more features. And we implemented in-app purchase app plugin. Using this, developer can utilize API to implement billing system within their own app on TV. Until now, we have looked at the major changes in Flutter Tizen this year. Next, we'll have time to listen to the company that is actually developing an app using Flutter Tizen. Please welcome Marcus Hoker of Oscillion.
Hello everyone, my name is Marcus and I'm a senior developer with the main focus on developing Flutter applications. I'm working for a company called Oscillion. This is located in Austria, Europe. We are a typical white label company in the field of IPTV technologies. IPTV means Internet Protocol Television. In short, television via the Internet. So our customers are network operators, not the end user at home. But to be able to watch our transcoded stream, the end user needs a client. So we got a wide portfolio of supported platforms, just like iOS, tvOS, Android, Android TV, a web client, and our main product, our Linux-based set-top box that has been invented on our own. Creating a client for every customer isn't even possible at all, especially when it comes to upgrades and updates in the backend system. So the user interface is fully customizable for every customer. Even the features just like personal video recordings, time shift, standard or premium EPG data, advertisements, and so on, everything can be activated and deactivated and will take effect immediately. So why Flutter and why Flutter Tizen? In 2021, we decided to take a closer look at cross-platform development. I probably do not have to explain you why. So we evaluated several different cross-platform frameworks with a main focus on video streaming and digital rights management. So there is Flutter. Some of you may know Flutter. In short, Flutter got amazing performance because of native applications, uses state-of-the-art technology, is open source, and in our point of view, got a really good shipped automated test system. And then there was Flutter Tizen, well maintained and supported by the Samsung development team. Thank you for that, by the way. Got over 35 plugins, a state-of-the-art audio video player that supports DRM protected content and is developing really, really fast. So to come to an end, Flutter seemed to be the right framework for us that is possible to fulfill our requirements, especially when it comes to Samsung Tizen platform. So we started the project in April 2022. In the following videos, I will present you our first alpha version of our client. The videos are screen recordings on a low-budget Tizen 6.0 TV. This is our main user interface. You can see typical user interface elements as a menu bar, widgets grid, images, and so on. Almost every element on the screen is focusable, and some of them got an action defined that is called when the user presses the OK button. The user interface not only reacts on the settings that are defined in the backend system, local settings can be set by the end user himself and will change, for example, the language immediately. When it comes to user interface performance, our TV Guide is probably the right choice to show you the power of Skier rendering engine. Every item on the screen represents an event that has got its own states. Some of them are static, some of them are dynamic, depending on time and actions. For example, is the event in the future? Is it in the past? Is it recorded? Is replay available? And so on. So states are changing continuously. That means a lot of running is happening all the time. But, as you have seen, no problem at all. As mentioned before, our user interface got a lot of states. So the use of a state management library just like Block, business logic component, makes it a lot of sense. The result is a reactive, testable user interface that separates the view from the business logic. For example, showing a confirm message box and changing the recording button after successful call to the API, or even changing the order of TV channels. Last but not least, streaming. At the moment, the audio video player plugin of Flutter Tizen supports HLS and Dash. For encryption, you can use Widevine or PlayReady, as mentioned before. Here you can see a Dash non-encrypted stream. Streaming starts fast, and even seeking is no problem at all. Now we switch to an Austrian channel that is Widevine encrypted. Even with the DRM key call, the stream starts fast and reliable. Thank you all for your attention. We would like to thank the Samsung Tizen team for the great support in the last few months, and Samsung to have us here. Next, there will be an introduction to RTL TV, that is a tool for testing Tizen TV apps on real TVs. Please welcome Una Ko.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us today. My name is Una, and I work on improving the development environment at Samsung. If you have developed an application using the Tizen SDK previously introduced, it's time to test it, right? Though you can use an emulator to do the testing, we now offer another solution to test and verify your Tizen app on a real TV without any additional setup and installation. We call this convenience service RTL TV. RTL TV was introduced during last year's SDC, and I'm thrilled to announce that this year we are officially launching the service. I'm here to share more about this. Let's get started. Before diving into the official launch details, let us revisit what RTL TV is for those who might be curious. RTL TV stands for Remote Test Lab for TV. It was developed to overcome the limitations of the current development environment for Tizen TV app developers. To develop and test apps, developers often need to have a TV nearby for interaction and screen confirmation. However, it's not always easy to have the right TV model available for testing, especially for specific years or models or when working remotely. What if you could access development TV models over the internet? What if you could control it and view its screen through a web browser? This would eliminate the need to store a larger TV and physically move it every time. Or this is possible with RTL TV. RTL TV provides real TV of various models through a web browser. No additional program installations are required. With just a laptop, developers could create and verify TV apps from anywhere. The goal is to provide any TV, anywhere, anytime. Samsung is already collaborating with numerous partners, and as we move forward, new partners will join in the development of Tizen app. Therefore, we want to share the innovative development experience with all current and future developers. We have conducted closed beta tests with selected partners since last year, and we have prepared for the official launch through field tests. Using RTL TV is simple. Users access the Samsung developer site and log in and select the desired TV. That's it. With the allocated TV, users can carry out their desired activities. Let's dive into more details. To access RTL TV, you need a Samsung account. Anyone with an account is granted access to RTL TV. Once logged in, select Support on the main page. Then choose Remote Test Lab. Click the Get Start button. Select TV from the left side menu. After selecting the desired device from the list, setting the usage time, clicking the Start button takes you to the RTL TV page, where you can immediately use the chosen device. As mentioned, no additional program installations are needed. With just a few clicks, you now have full access to a real TV. RTL TV page consists of a section that displays a TV screen in real time, a remote control, and menus necessary to test apps. For reference, you can use the remote control on the page to operate the TV, but you can also control it using a keyboard and mouse. Let's view a demo video to see how RTL TV actually works. On the RTL TV page, let's connect a TV and a PC with SDB. Depending on the network, you can enter or skip the proxy. Here we have a sample app that shows Welcome to RTL TV. And let's try to launch the app. Let's change some code. I'm going to change the background to Bluetooth red and replace the word RTL with real. Let's launch the app again. Previous app closed. Modified app is launching now. As you can see, the app is simply launched on the real TV from the PC. Now, let's review some technical details of RTL TV. First off, it's compatible with the most popular browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Edge. The most important things would be the supported devices. The range of supported devices has extended to include not just basic TVs, but also lifestyle TVs. Future plans include supporting devices like smart monitors. Also, RTL TV supports models from Tizen 5 to 7, which include the latest models from 2019 to 2023. That's a whole 5 years worth of models at your fingertips. Finally, let's explore the features RTL TV offers. As I mentioned earlier, RTL TV supports TV screen, TV sound, and various input devices to control the TV. Also, RTL TV provides SDV, rear power on-off rebooting, screen rotation for lifestyle TVs, and so on. As you can see, much of the functionality designed for RTL TV addressed the genuine user needs. It was developed based on quality user feedback. All of these have been prepared for you. Developing new apps or troubleshooting issues across various model years, RTL TV has you covered. Okay, so when will it be available? You can use RTL TV soon, on October 30th. We appreciate your interest and look forward to your feedback. We are committed to enhancing functionalities and user experience based on your input. If you have questions about RTL TV or want a hands-on experience, please visit the RTL TV booth. Oh, sorry. For other questions, please visit the network zone.